Alright, and we are live. Today we started kind of late, and because of that, I'm afraid it's going to be a shorter stream than usual. So, what I'm going to do is going to go ahead and go to the dynasty, finish the inauguration, to finish chapter 2, and then see what I could do in the meantime before I have to leave. So, I believe that the contracts remain when you transition between chapters. However, I would still like to not do this and lose profit factor. Okay. But when we see it a good contract, we'll hit it up, basically. Which also reminds me, what do we have here? Flavor. I'd like access to this. However, we don't have the profit factors, so let's take a look at the other stuff. I'm wondering if Ulfar can benefit from this. Because pretty soon we'll have to recruit him and see who's going to take his place in the party. Okay, we might just do everything with these guys because we have the profit factor. The Navy, let's not forget about the Navy. Unfortunately, not enough to advance. These guys, I don't think we'll max them out. We'll just grab what they have. Okay, that's that. And stay on the grind, Brody. You're gonna make it for real. I'll be lurking much more. Will do, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, that's about it. Let's get back to business and finish the chapter. I am having coffee pretty soon. It's on the way also, so I might take a little dip to go to downstairs and grab it. That should only take a couple of minutes. Somehow we missed this place. Ah, yeah, okay, because we wanted to make it to the invasion of the capital. So, change of plans. We're just going to pay it a quick visit. Yeah. We have connected everything we are interested in, which is the capital cities, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if the cities get ambushed or anything, we are ready for it. So we have 6 points to spare, so I think when we move to the next chapter, I'll I might connect some more stuff. Because, believe it or not, these are kind of all the locations in the game, even though that we have 2 chapters remaining. And we got this trinket, or necklace or whatever. The requirement is we kill with melee, and then willpower bonus is the thing that scales with the damage, so I might give it to Heinrichs, even though he's not really boosting his willpower per se, but still, whatever he has now is not that impressive either, so. Okay, we might get ambushed. Get chart to get even more points. If we connect to anything, it's gonna take 3 points and then another 3 to make it safe, so we want to make this final route pretty worth it. I don't know what to connect, so. Alright, we have a combat ship sequence along with a few planets to explore, which reminds me I have explored everything. I should probably visit the explorators. 8 flat steel. Adamantine. Plasteel. Xenotech and event. I'd like to check this out first and then do the event. A vigilant member of the Ogre crew has detected a small Xenos vessel drifting through the void. The ship is empowered and shows no signs of being crewed. Let's send a boarding shuttle. Squad boarded the vessel without issue. Corrosion had laid waste to the ship's systems, which led to the deaths of the entire crew. The interior is full of Aldari corpses. No weapons were found on board, and the dead Xenos, judging by their clothing, were not part of any warrior caste. Okay. I think these are for what's her name? Earliet, or whatever the fuck. And since I don't have her in the party, the sequences are not working. Charred ruins have been detected on the planet's surface. The architecture, building materials, layout, and passageways betray their Xenos origin. There are currently no signs of Xenos activity on the planet, and the ruins seem to be abandoned. Let's run a scan. The burnt husk of an Imperial shuttle has been found on the heart of the ruins. The pilot's remains are badly damaged. It would seem the shuttle smashed into the building at full speed, causing the fire that destroyed it. Sister Argenta believes the crew has found the remains of a martyr who sacrificed themselves to protect humanity from the Xenos threat. She proposes to erect a monument and hold a service in their honor. Jay Hidari is impressed by the dead pilot's bravery and believes they would have been honored to have their equipment serve new generations in the fight against Xenos and heretics. The Lord Captain orders that the ruins and the crash site are to be left alone. No. If there's loot out of it, then I am going to grab it. And what do you know? We have two-handed las rifle, +5 bonus to toughness. Collision damage caused by the wearer is increased by a toughness bonus. I think collision damage is like kicks and whatnot. Close examination reveals a few precious archaeotech items. Unfortunately, removing them destroys the pilot's remains. White shards are bone. Oh, sorry. White shards of bone are now scattered among the burnt ruins. Alright. Yeah. I woke up not long ago. About 30 minutes. So, reading is going to be slightly messy until I sober up with the coffee. Alright. However, we did have some food. We didn't just immediately jump the stream. And had a drink also.
They don't know who they're dealing with.
Not coffee, but hence why we ordered some. Oh my god. Alright. I'd like to get the big boy out of the way. If we can. Okay. Can't reach anyone relevant. For some reason our ultimate is not up, even though I haven't used it lately. Odd. I think we gotta go here.
Full ahead.
And we are still going to miss our first laser attack. So instead I'm gonna flip the ship. Seek an opening. And it's the side that I'm not close to. Because why not?
Deliver their demise. Lock on and launch.
Yeah. Let's just do this, see what happens. Their torpedoes hurt really bad, so we don't want to be hit by those.
Darkness reached us.
Okay. Bingo. Okay.
Bring doom to our enemies. For the glory of the Imperium.
Guess we could push even further in.
Unleash the power
Get a
of
cheeky
our
hit here.
lance batteries.
However, I don't want to get too close. But to be honest, either way, my position is kind of bad. So, Maybe if I do get close and then I fuck with their barrier a bit.
Helmsman, navigate us to the designated coordinates.
Nope, not close at all. For any action. So I'm just gonna do this. Why is my side damaged? Yeah, tactical mistakes. Oh shit. Can he do something? Okay, alright, nice. I'll take it. Okay, well. Just gonna attack the front, or no. Yeah, with this attack I can only do the front, so after that we'll go to the side and then do a combo. That should finish it off.
Deliver their demise. Let the
One health.
cannons see their deadly litany.
Alright. Then we go
Set
here,
course with all haste.
and I think we are safe. But just in case, I'd still like to protect my side. Alright. I think our best bet, since we still have 3 ships remaining and they're pretty tough, and this should be the last battleship sequence, my best bet would be to alt.
Helmsman,
So we'll do
navigate
just
us
that.
to the designated coordinates.
So let's see, it marked that side. Maybe we could flip it, and then alt.
Rain destruction upon our enemies. Send our enemies to the void.
Protect the side. We can't for some reason. And Shelly the front. Okay. 3 guys versus 3 torpedoes. Let's see. Yep. Come closer. Alright. Target number 1. Barely touching it. We could self-destruct, but I'd rather do a direct hit. I think we can play with the torpedoes again. That sounds wrong. And that is my coffee right there, so hold on. We'll keep doing that for the sake of this journey at least, and then I don't know if that's gonna be always the type of content that I do. Let's do the torpedoes. But for now it is. You can only do one torpedo at a time. Yeah, it is a shame. Shame indeed. Alright, well, I don't have to push in, really. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here, dump even more torpedoes. Since we ulted, you know, might as well.
Send our enemies to the void.
And run away.
Set course with all haste.
So if they happen to hit me even once with this exposed side, we are fucked. And I'd hate to waste scraps repairing. I'm kind of stingy right now. Because the very last ship sequences are a pain in the ass. I don't want to spoil it or anything, so keep quiet about the type of enemies. But there are new enemies, and they are the worst. Can we just kill the other torpedo? Bam. 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 Okay.
We have purified the battlefield of the enemy's tanks.
I turn into the Flintstones kid. Bam bam. Okay. Yeah, I think that is everything. Now, should we connect this to the capital? Not necessarily. Or connect it here. Nah, I'm gonna save the points for next chapter, see what if we get any new locations or anything. Right? Oh, that reminds me. Where are my medkits? Troubling news arrived from Janus, Your Lordship. While digging in irrigation ditch, and the workers found a Xeno obelisk made out of unknown material. It was delivered to a laboratorium and subjected to a number of tests, one of which caused a reaction. The obelisk generated a low-frequency vibration, and the events that followed were catastrophic. A series of anomalies were recorded in the Epsilon 2 Majoris region. It is almost like Janus itself is fighting us there. Many logistical chains have been disrupted. The only people who visited the uncontrolled territory are the wretches fleeing deeper into the region in greater and greater numbers. The observer reports strange fires in the sky at night, completely imperceptible to the augurs. The Adeptus Mechanicus recommended we fence off the afflicted area according to their hypothesis. This anomaly is the world's attempt at self-recovery and therefore should be studied, not interrupted. We could ask our advisors real quick. The nature of Janus is rising up. It is a lucky coincidence that Janus harbors specialists who are not only experts on controlling life, but on destroying it as well. Even though reports from the Magus biologist Capella bear no mention of the storage of weapons of mass destruction. I have no doubt that they do possess some. They always have some lying around. I see no reason not to let them use them against us, whatever it is. Deployment of fortified research stations in the affected sectors is recommended. The benefit of gathering more information justifies the increased casualty rate among personnel. So, in English, what he's saying is research above all, even if there are casualties in the process. The sickly creatures know more about this pestilent growth than we do. Something we must amend quickly. We should catch some mutants and force them to cooperate. That way we can learn what it is we are dealing with. So we could purge, set up a research, isolate the region, start rounding up the wretches, make them tell us the truth about what is happening. I'm leaning towards Heinrich's recommendation, so I am sending specialists to Janus capable of forcing compliance. Okay. The afflicted region has been isolated. Soon after quarantine, one of the escaped wretches emerged from the jungle and handed the wardens who met him a parcel with some kind of a xeno artifact and a message: accept the gifts and leave the world in peace. The wretch was thoroughly interrogated, and so were dozens of other captive mutants. What little they were able to tell was of no significant value. Most of it was nonsensical peasant superstition, although all the wretches as one claimed that, if the afflicted region was left alone, it would not expand. This assertion was soon confirmed, and the neighboring agri-complexes soon resumed normal operation. And we have access to, let me just adjust the camera here, the best, well, there's better, but this is the best medkit in the game because it removes traumas. And every cycle or so, or day inside the game, you get 5. So you can stack these up. So now that I know how to get the thing that locked me out of this for so long, it is apparently in Kiavagama. So the sooner you do Kiavagama, the sooner you can get access to this. However, on Unfair, I left Kiavagama last because I thought the boss fight was going to be hard. It turned out to be super easy, even though I had a bunch of traumas and stuff. But once again, I don't know how soon you can do it, but now we know. So this is from Kiavagama, and everything else can be gathered all around the planet. Right now, I'm missing people to do the last project in this forsaken place. So instead, excuse me, I am grabbing this. This is a Dogmatic playthrough. How did I miss this? Amazing. Okay. Also, we get rep for the intended faction. Right. Now, let's not get too sidetracked. Never bother with this place, you will die. It's kind of like a sick joke in the game. I've tried using my navigation points to make the route safe. I've tried everything. You just die. Pass all the checks, don't pass them, doesn't matter. If you do it once and you die, you get an achievement. So the developer's laughing in your face. Haha. I suspect though it'll be some type of DLC situation though. So Owl Games is known for fuck me, I forgot. Let's go back to Footfall. We've delayed chapter 2 long enough, I know, but I want to go back here, give them all the data on all the planets I've gathered, bump my profit factor a bit, and then we call it a day for chapter 2. That made it sound like I was going to stop streaming. Didn't mean that.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Alright, here's some data, buddy. The collected data is of interest, blah, blah, blah. Here's some more. More. And that is everything. Okay. Now we have a total of 62. Wonderful. Let's make a deal, see if he has anything. We could buy anything we have missed. Go ahead and grab these. Jump back to the ship.
I forge my destiny among
Before I
the
forget,
stars.
we could also swap a few of these medkits around. Like so.
The divine watches over us.
Okay. There's probably methods where I could bump it all the way to 70 by the end of the chapter, but so far, compared to my first playthrough, this is the highest I've accomplished, 62. Very nice. The only ways I could think of to improve it is to not have the mercenaries that I have. That would give me 60 plus 2, whatever it is. Okay. Back to Darkonus. Let's finish this baby. Before I transition between chapters, I like to manual save, and I'm gonna call this, just even remove the time, doesn't matter. End of chapter 2. Alright. In case you want to come back and make content out of it of some sort. Whether it be builds or something that are unfair but viable, you know? How, you might ask? I'll just make a new merc and, yeah, build it that way. Alright, so I have to see my Chancellor all the way in the palace. And that should start the cutscenes to finishing chapter 2. Nothing of interest going on. We can just immediately go talk to her. Your lordship, I hope your stay on Darkonus will be beneficial for your physical and mental state. Yeah, it will be. Okay, maybe it's not the person. There he is, Master of Ceremonies. Your Lordship, it is great honor to serve you in the undertaking as monumental and glorious as the Magni Accessio ceremony. Let us begin. May the Emperor be with us this day. Indeed. Rejoice, von Venantius subjects, in honor of his ascension, the new rogue trader generously shows us, or you, his favor. To remind the people of their humility and loyalty for the next cycle, ministration in all temples in the von Venantius protectorate will be performed without interruption. Every subject is to attend a service and offer a prayer of gratitude to the God Emperor. Keep the faith and praise the pious rogue trader. That's the coffee kicking in. Oh shit. We forgot to talk to Heinrichs. Let's do that. Thank God we made a manual save. Take the gas. Alright, Heinrichs. How did I miss that? Alright, buddy. What is it?
To what do I owe this visit?
You tell me. We had a quest that failed. The Cult of the Final Dawn. I think this is it.
The cult's ordinary members are humans who have been corrupted by the archenemy, traitors to the Imperium, and accomplices of chaos. Participation in the cult's rituals always entails brainwashing, literally and figuratively. The longer cult members spend among other cultists, the less critically they think, and the more closely they resemble obedient livestock, stripped of their fear and instinct for self-preservation. The worst of them go to their deaths without an inkling of doubt, ready to take hundreds and thousands of souls with them. As for those at the top of the cult's hierarchy, we have not yet managed to get a lead on all of the cult's leaders. I imagine that some of them are hiding in the depths of the Coronis expanse. But those who are orchestrating the fanatics on nearby worlds are hiding very well indeed. Or receiving protection from above.
Okay. What do you mean protection from above?
Governors, commanders, rogue traders. History is full of those who neglect their duty to the Golden Throne and seek allies in the wrong places. As you wish.
I think this is not it. Okay, are you satisfied with the results of your mission on Kiavagama?
More than. The data we retrieved is already in the hands of the Inquisition, in the custody of those who can extract the secrets of the future from the claws of chaos. The sacrifices made to the Cogitator, will not have been for nothing. We dealt a blow not only to the cultists, but to the archenemy itself. I cannot help but be pleased. However, there is something I must tell you. Back there at the Cogitator, my decision to let it complete its operation allowed me to... I can't even find words, to perceive something of what is to come. You deserve to know this. The cult is threatening the worlds within your protectorate, after all. I could choose to think of it as an echo of the past, or a spectre of the future, but that's not it. Warp sorcery joins stretches of time together, violating the accepted sequence and flow of events. I heard a resonance of the person behind the cult. I faced demons more than once before, but this... I couldn't have imagined such a concentration of evil and corruption. I am convinced that one of the greater demons is behind the cult of the Final Dawn. Beware the day when that demon finds a way to appear in this world.
Yeah, indeed. What are you going to do next? I'm going to skip this because most likely I'll fail it.
My visit to Kiava Gamma did not produce answers to all my questions, but we did succeed in dealing a blow to the cult by destroying the Fabricator Sensor's machine. I have directed my spies to track the sect's surviving leaders. I'm certain that they will have useful information for us soon. Though small, this is a victory for the Golden Throne, and I have you to thank for it.
Alright, we still have the option, so we might as well try.
I touched the corruption of the archenemy. Did you honestly think the experience could somehow be a pleasant one? Psychers, even sanctioned ones, even those who have performed all the rituals, passed all the initiations, we are all gateways to forces hostile to humanity. I survived a difficult battle on Kiava Gamma, one that was invisible to others and potentially fatal for myself.
Okay, I think that'll be all for now.
Thank you for finding the time for our conversation.
Indeed. Alright. In that... Talk to Ablard? Oh, right. The secret ending stuff. We
Lord
missed
Captain.
a lot. We were in a hurry to finish chapter 2. Do the words epitaph incident in 87204 or tech blight mean anything to you? They are connected to Theodora somehow.
No, definitely not. No, I don't recall anything like that.
Okay. Well, that'll be all.
Lord Captain.
Then it's the Voxmaster. The Voxmaster looking at you differently. Even the static coming from the Vox speaker sounds especially loud and nervous today. We just had a shipwide broadcast, Lord Captain. Okay. There was a shipwide broadcast while you and Mistress Hidari were relaxing. Oh no. I mean, there was a broadcast of your relaxing activities. Yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We do have a lot of toughness, you know, so... So what did you make of the broadcast? Extraordinary, your lordship. That's the right, you know, wise words. Good coming. As the father of a rather large family, I can assure you that you have some upheld the name of the dynasty, your lordship. Alright. This feat meets the high expectations placed on the God Emperor's envoy in every sense of the word. Alright. Good to know that our main guy is not a fast performer, you know what I'm saying? There is an anarchic uproar on the bridge. Your officers who are not often exposed to such entertainment are no longer able to contain the tempest of emotions swirling inside them. I bet so. Okay. And who heard it? Well, the entire ship, I think. Everyone. The entire vessel. With the exception of deck 18, the Vox relay there happened to be out of order at the time. There will be no further discussion of this incident. Forget everything you heard. I will receive the report and exile myself to deck 18. It seems to be the only place where I can find peace now. As you wish, Lord Captain. The rest of the watch was uneventful. Oh man. That's good. Alright, alright. Can it tell me anything about Epitaph? All of the Lady Theodore's journeys could be considered unusual. Her odysseys were always audacious. As for the words you mentioned, none of them sound familiar to me, as far as I could tell. Except maybe the incident. I recall coming across this word in transmissions several times. I think it was repeated by the former engineer, the one who perished during Conrad Vuktvir's uprising. He was describing it as the incident, something quite remarkable apparently. At some point in the past, the entire ship was hit by a massive system failure. All systems stopped responding for 1/5 of the second. Most of the crew, including myself, as I was likely on board at the time, did not notice anything strange. But the tech priests are sensitive to such things. This is all I could tell you. I wish I could help more. Okay. And we just have to talk to the helmsman and then we are done. I don't know if these are all mandatory for the secret ending, but I don't want to risk it, so I'm going to do it. Does the word epitaph mean anything to you? Can't say they do, Lord Captain. Doesn't ring any bells. Then again, remembering all the places Lady Theodora went is his brow furrows. Epitaph incident. We've always had heaps of incidents happening on board, but through my implants I feel at one with this ship, and I sense that, and I don't know when it happened exactly. It started behaving differently, became more responsive, livelier. Yes, livelier is exactly the word. And when you said epitaph and incident, it just dawned on me, part of my bungled report, Lord Captain, but that's all I've got to say on that front. Okay, so still they're being very vague about the build-up of the secret ending, which is to be expected. We're in chapter 2, so right now we could safely say we are completely done with this chapter. So to avoid this in the future, I'm gonna check my manual save, where was it? End of chapter 2. And then we just update it and go ahead and finish chapter 2.